You're eating steel-cut oats with blueberries and a drizzle of honey, sipping a fresh-pressed green juice, feeling like a wellness influencer. Then by 10 a.m., you're circling the break room like a shark, eyeing leftover birthday cake like it's calling your name. Why does your clean breakfast leave you hungrier than if you'd just eaten the donut? Today, I'll explain the breakfast trap like you're 5 years old. By the end, you'll understand why your morning meal controls your hunger all day. You'll learn what simple fix stops the cravings without throwing out your oatmeal. Here's what's actually happening in your body when you eat breakfast. Your breakfast isn't failing because it's unhealthy. It's failing because it's sending your blood sugar on a wild ride. Think of your blood sugar like a rocket that shoots straight up, then crashes back down. When you eat only carbs, cereal, granola, oatmeal, a banana, that smoothie bowl you photographed for Instagram, your body breaks it down fast. Especially liquid calories, which skip half the digestion work your stomach normally does. Your blood sugar shoots up like you just chugged an energy drink. Your pancreas notices and panics, dumping insulin into your bloodstream to bring everything back down. But insulin doesn't do subtle, and it slams the brakes hard. Your blood sugar doesn't just return to where it started. It crashes way below your starting baseline, triggering intense hunger. That crash is the hunger signal you're feeling right now. That's the craving that makes you raid the vending machine before lunch. It feels like your willpower is broken, like you're weak or undisciplined. But it's just chemistry. Your body thinks it's starving because your blood sugar is lower than when you woke up. You didn't fail. Your breakfast just set you up to lose. Your first meal determines how hungry you'll be all morning. Now here's where it gets wild with liquids and digestion. Liquid calories are the express lane to the blood sugar crash. When you drink your breakfast, goose, smoothies, even that fancy cold brew with oat milk and 3 pumps of vanilla, your stomach doesn't have to work. There's no chewing, no breaking down solid food, no slowing the process. It hits your bloodstream in minutes. Solid carbs take longer, but not by much if there's nothing else with them. That bowl of cereal with skim milk is gone in 20. The banana you ate standing at the counter? Your body processed it before you finished scrolling. You gave your system a sugar bomb with a short fuse. But carbs aren't the villain in this story. They're just really enthusiastic about their job, which is giving you energy fast. The problem is when they show up to breakfast alone. Imagine you invited carbs to your breakfast, but you forgot to invite protein and fiber, the two friends who keep things under control. Protein and fiber slow digestion down and keep your blood sugar from spiking. When carbs arrive solo, it's total chaos. When they bring protein and fiber along, everyone behaved. This combination makes your stomach work harder, which means the energy release happens gradually instead of all at once. This matters to you because most healthy breakfasts are just carbs in disguise. Granola is sugar-coated oats with some nuts on top. Oatmeal with brown sugar and dried fruit is carbs on carbs. A fruit smoothie with mango, pineapple, and orange juice? You just blended 3 desserts together and called it breakfast. Whole grain toast with jam is spreading sugar on bread. You're not eating junk food, but you're getting the same blood sugar response as if you ate a candy bar. Your body can't tell the difference between healthy sugar and regular sugar. It all becomes glucose in your bloodstream within minutes. And here's the part that really stings. You've been told these foods are virtuous and good for you. Oatmeal is heart-healthy and full of fiber, they say. Smoothies are packed with vitamins. Whole grains are better than white bread, which is true, but still doesn't solve the hunger problem. You're following the rules, doing what the cereal box and the food pyramid told you to do, and your reward is feeling like you need a snack every single morning. You're doing the right thing, but the setup guarantees you'll fail. The marketing sold you a solution that creates the exact problem you're trying to avoid. The fix is stupid simple. You don't have to throw out your oatmeal or cancel your smoothie subscription, just anchor it. Add protein and fiber to whatever you're already eating. Greek yogurt mixed into your granola. Eggs on the side of your toast. Protein powder blended into your fruit smoothie. Handful of almonds with your oatmeal. Berries and chia seeds on top. You're not removing the carbs, you're giving them a chaperone. You're making your stomach work longer to break everything down, which means your blood sugar rises slowly, stays steady, and doesn't crash 2 hours later. Think of it like this. Carbs are a sprinter. Fast, explosive, gone before you know it. Protein and fiber are marathon runners. Steady, reliable, keeping you fueled for hours. If you only send the sprinter, the race ends quickly. But if you send the whole team, you've got energy that lasts until lunch without needing a snack break. Your hunger hormones stay quiet instead of screaming for more food every hour. The difference is dramatic, and it happens with minimal effort. Here's what you need to understand. Your body doesn't care about your intentions. It doesn't give you bonus points for choosing quinoa over Lucky Charms. It only responds to what you actually put in it. When you eat carbs alone, your blood sugar spikes and crashes, and your hunger hormones start screaming. When you pair carbs with protein and fiber, digestion slows down, blood sugar stays level, and your hunger hormones take a nap. Same breakfast, different outcome, entirely based on whether you added 1 or 2 extra ingredients. These additions take 0 extra time, but change everything about how you feel for the next 5 hours. But nobody talks about this because the food industry doesn't want you to know. Cereal companies aren't going to warn you that eating their product alone will make you starving in 2 hours. Juice brands aren't advertising that their product spikes your blood sugar faster than soda. Smoothie shops aren't explaining that fruit-only blends are basically liquid candy. You've been sold the idea that if it's marketed as healthy, it must work. But marketing doesn't control your insulin response. Chemistry does. The disconnect between what you've been told and what actually happens in your body is costing you hours of focus and energy every day. Some people are catching on. They're adding eggs to their morning routine. They're swapping regular yogurt for Greek yogurt because it has triple the protein. They're putting protein powder in their coffee or tossing chia seeds into everything. They're not following some extreme diet plan or cutting out entire food groups. They're just using basic biology to stop fighting their own hunger signals. And the crazy part? It works immediately. Their 2-hour hunger window stretches to 4 or 5 hours. They stop thinking about food constantly. They have energy that doesn't nosedive before lunch. They're not special or more disciplined. They just stop setting themselves up to fail at breakfast. Your breakfast shouldn't feel like a test you're destined to flunk. It shouldn't be a setup for cravings that hijack your entire morning. You shouldn't need 3 cups of coffee and sheer willpower just to make it to noon. The problem isn't you. It's that the breakfast you were told was healthy is just carbs with good marketing. And carbs alone, no matter how organic or whole grain or Instagram worthy, are always going to leave you hungry. The solution isn't harder, it's just different from what you've been taught. So here's where we are. Your clean breakfast is spiking your blood sugar fast. Your body releases insulin to bring it back down, but overshoots and crashes you below where you started. That crash triggers hunger hormones that make you feel like you're starving. Liquid calories hit even faster because there's no digestion work required. Carbs alone digest quickly, but protein and fiber slow everything down and keep your blood sugar steady. Adding those 2 things to whatever you already eat turns your breakfast from a sprint into a marathon, stretching your fullness from 2 hours to 5. To recap, you're not hungry by 10 a.m. because you're weak. You're hungry because your breakfast sent your blood sugar crashing. Carbs alone are fast fuel that burns out quickly. Protein and fiber are the anchors that keep everything steady. You don't need a new breakfast. You just need to add 2 ingredients to the one you already like. Your body will stop punishing you for trying to eat healthy once you make this adjustment. What breakfast changes have you made that actually kept you full? And how long did it take before you noticed the difference in your hunger levels?